Hi guys, I'm using the frontward facing camera. I'm hoping that the quality is not going to be too bad, but I'm going to try out a Philly cheesesteak recipe today. It's like nearly 3 o'clock and the sun's almost setting here, and I sort of thought what would be like a quick thing to try that won't take too long. So I thought let's do a sandwich of sorts. Yeah, I've never tried a Philly cheese. I've never tried a Philly cheese steak before, but the recipe seems pretty simple. I hope I'm not jinxing myself by saying that. But yeah, hopefully it's gonna turn out good. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. Let's see how it goes. Starting off with a couple of tablespoons of oil in my pan, and then I'm adding in my onion and peppers. So I don't know why I seem to have diced the onion and sliced the peppers. I think I was supposed to slice the onion too, but hey, I don't know what happened there. But anyway, I'm adding both of those into the pan. I really love peppers. I'd say they're kind of like my favorite vegetable, so I probably made more than I needed, but yeah, I love peppers. So I just sauteed those down. The recipe said not to basically char them, just to basically soften them. So that's what I did. I didn't have my heat on too high. I just kind of had it on a gentle heat and sauteed them. And once they cooked down for a while, I just decided to season them with a little bit of salt and some black pepper. And here I am just like stirring that in, making sure it's all mixed in properly, sneaking in a couple of bites of pepper. But yeah, it tasted good and I was happy with it. So I'm now just going to set the peppers aside now that they're done cooking. And I'm just going to add a little bit more oil in the pan because it's time to basically cook the meat. So the recipe I followed said that it would be easier to basically cut the meat up if you froze it for a couple of hours, but I didn't do that. So I basically used a pair of scissors and cut it down as thinly as possible. And here I am just adding it to the pan, and I'm also just seasoning it again with some salt and pepper. So once the meat had basically cooked, I also set that aside as well. And then I added some garlic into the pan and I just let that heat up for a little while. And then these are the sandwich rolls that I basically got from my supermarket. So the recipe called for hoagies, but we don't have those, or at least I didn't see them in the store that I went to. So I just bought the closest thing that I could see, which were these sub rolls. And here I am, I'm just cutting them in half and I'm toasting them a little bit in the oil and the garlic in the pan. So once they were toasted, I'm just adding the meat back in and also adding the peppers back in. And then it was time to add the cheese. So the recipe called for provolone cheese, but again, couldn't find that in my local supermarket. So I just added in some slices of mozzarella cheese. So yeah, I added 3 slices. I wasn't sure whether that was going to be too much or too little. Probably in hindsight, I would have added like an extra slice just to make it even more cheesy. But yeah, I added in 3 slices and I let that melt in, kind of mixed it in a bit into the peppers and the meat. And then once I felt like the cheese was melted enough, I went ahead and I added that to the rolls. And that was basically it. So yeah, it seemed pretty simple. I'm not sure if I think I probably would have added a bit more meat in, because I think I had definitely more peppers than meat, which is good for me because I really like peppers and I'm not a massive meat eater. But I think, yeah, in hindsight, probably just a little bit more meat. But yeah, that's the recipe done and I'm just gonna give it a try. Hi guys, so I finished the Philly cheesesteak. I was gonna say chili feast steak. The Philly cheesesteaks, and I'm really looking forward to trying it. So this is what it looks like. I'm not sure if it's completely authentic, probably not, but anyway, I gave it my best shot and I'm really looking forward to trying it. So let's try it. I feel like this is going to be really hard to eat. Let's try. It's all like falling apart.
Mmm. So I'm not entirely sure if the bread is completely like the correct one that you would use. Probably not. But it's nice and soft. I think it said online that you're supposed to use a hoagie roll. We don't have those, so this is like a sub roll, I think, that I bought from Tesco, which is our supermarket. But yeah, no, it's good. It's really hard to eat. Mm. I think I could have definitely probably added a bit more cheese. I really like the peppers. Not all of the recipes that I saw online said that you should use peppers, so I don't know how traditional that is. And I'm really enjoying the mozzarella. I couldn't find provolone cheese in the shops, but I think the mozzarella is just as good. I'm really enjoying this. I always feel like the eating sections of food videos are really awkward because you just want to kind of chew and eat it, but you have to kind of like pause and make a comment in between eating it. I also think I probably put way more peppers than I should have, but I really like peppers, so I don't care. But I know that you probably wouldn't put that many in proportion to the meat that I use. I'm surprised that the sun hasn't actually already set. It's setting really early now in England because obviously it's coming into winter. But luckily it held out just for me to finish making this. I absolutely bodied that sandwich. It was really good. I'm probably gonna give the second one to one of my family members. But I enjoyed it. I'm sure I could probably improve it the second time I make it. Add more meat maybe, and yeah, more cheese. And obviously if I had the provolone cheese, it'd be nice to try that too. But I really enjoyed it. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.